Hello, everyone. This is Megha Pandey, welcoming you all on the series of Women in STEM Talk. And today, our guest is Lauren Mijeri. She is from Zimbabwe, and she is also the president of One Quantum Zimbabwe. She has shown her skills in the various levels of education in the fields of quantum computing. Let's welcome her together.
Hi, Megha. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
I'm very glad that you're here. So I would be starting out some questions through which girls are inspired by you. You are one of the people who can inspire a lot of girls all around the world. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So our first question is, tell me something about your hobbies, what you do, what is your stream and related to what your study field and what you do in your daily life kind of thing.
Okay, so I'm an undergraduate student. I'm in my final year. I'm studying information technology. So that's fun. It's exciting to be in your final year because, like I'm in my final lab, I'm almost done. At the same time, it's scary because it's like make it or break it type of situation. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying it. During my free time, I like exercising. Of course, I haven't done it in a while, but I enjoy it. I like riding my bike. At the moment, I haven't been able to do it so much because it's been very hot in the afternoons, even at night. So it's 43, 44 degrees outside. So it's too hot to be cycling. So I'd rather stay indoors and maybe just watch a series or play guitar. I'm trying to learn to play guitar. I thought it would be fun to learn a musical instrument. So I'm trying to learn guitar.
Wow, that's really great. And the fact that you are doing exercise, stay healthy and stay strong. It's a very good thing. So that's a great thing. Let's ask some other questions, like how you got involved in quantum since you are the president of One Quantum Zimbabwe. There are a lot of talks you actually do. How you got into, quantum computing when you're an undergraduate student in the level of undergraduate, because quantum is a subject not exposed to a lot of students these days. So how did you manage to get it?
It's I think about a year ago, a former classmate, someone I learned with in high school, just sent a message. So by that time, there was still One Quantum Africa. So she sent a message in a group and said, there's this community for those interested in tech. It's more for a high school group where we just still keep in touch, check up on each other. So I thought quantum, at that time I didn't know what it was since I didn't do physics. So I didn't even know quantum physics existed. Then I thought, sounds fun. So it sounds like it involves tech. So as someone doing IT, I would want to keep up with the trend. So let me follow up and see how it goes. And I did. And then so I started attending their meetings for One Quantum Africa. I started attending their meetings. Then from attending their meetings, came across Q World, attended their workshops. I came into the Qubit by Qubit introduction to quantum course, the IBM challenges, and then I just started following through, and then I started connecting and networking with people. So the people I've met have also invited me and exposed me to many other events, which have been fun. I've been fortunate to meet very great people, the likes of Meg. If it wasn't for quantum, I wouldn't have met her. So I've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of great people, and it has made me stay in that quantum realm, and also the curiosity, the possibilities that quantum holds and promises, and the developments that have been made in it have been very interesting. So it's something that's new to me, and it means every day when I'm reading anything about quantum, it's new. So it's continuous learning, and it's interesting for me. So that has kept me there. The curiosity just drives me to stay there and want to learn more and see how I could use quantum to also solve some problems that are being faced in Zimbabwe. So the great community that I've met and quantum and my curiosity has made me to stay there and make a follow-up, and has made my journey amazing.
That's really great. Actually, quantum is taking the world, and you're the part of the community, and it's like a huge responsibility that you have to be involved in each and everything. You are taking part in improving the country's situation, and that's really very great. So how your family actually helped you in the field of related to quantum computing, how they so propose you, how they helped you to study more in quantum related fields till now?
I'm very grateful for my family for being so supportive and understanding, because all this learning that I've been doing in quantum, it hasn't been in person, it has been online, and it means I need certain resources to be always available to me. That would mean I need a functional laptop all the time. It means I need electricity, I need Wi-Fi connectivity. So those are things that were not always available, but they make sure that what they can make available, they have made it available. I remember the other day I had to have a meeting and there was no electricity, so it means I had to drive over to a friend's place, and so they made it possible. I was given the car and the fuel and everything that I needed to make sure I attended that meeting. And sometimes the family schedule is shifted to accommodate me. Like the last time we had dinner at my sister's place, we had to got there and stay an hour longer because I had a meeting, so I had to attend my meeting from there. So my family had to stay an hour longer there just for me to attend my meeting. So they've been very supportive in what I do, and I mean, they try to learn and find out what quantum is to a certain degree, because like my brother, he did do physics, not in college, but he did it intensively in high school. So he has an idea. But overall, they've been very supportive and making sure what I could need to succeed is made available to me. I know there's usually maybe the stereotyping that girls have to do all the chores, but to understand and accommodate that sometimes I'm not in a position to do them, they are accommodative, and I'm relieved of those duties, and maybe another sibling does them, so that I'm able to attend to either a workshop or an event or a meeting or maybe lectures that I would want to attend in quantum.
That's really very great. Supportive family is what you all need after your own hard work. So I'm great to have them as well. And congratulations to you too. So our next question is, what do you think about your future studies? So what you're planning to do next? It's your last year, I think. So what you're going to do after that?
So I'm okay, depending with how then the pandemic turns out. So far, it has been quite stable in Zimbabwe. So we've been going to school, not as normally, but a bit normally, I should say. But I'm hoping after my undergrad, I would really want to make an intense dive into quantum. So I would want to do a master's in quantum computing. I'm very interested in quantum machine learning. So if I could find something that's that specific, like a master's degree in quantum machine learning, that would be amazing. But even a master's in quantum computing, and then I could still be learning quantum machine learning also, it's still amazing. So I'm hoping I get a scholarship in that field, and then I can further my studies in quantum.
Oh, that's really very, very impressive. Best of luck for your, scholarships and exams. I wish that you can succeed. and
Thank
go
you.
ahead, help the community more and more. Our next question is how your particular field, like your quantum computing or like computer science, what you actually involved in, helps women in STEM.
I think generally STEM fields, like the advantages they have in day-to-day life, like I could say maybe optimization or maybe drug discovery, like all STEM fields society, because STEM help in so many ways in our day-to-day lives. And I feel I would hope and would want more women to get involved, so that even if there are situations or cases that are being solved, or maybe drug discovery, I mean, if they are going to be made, they could be more specific to women. And we understand our, like, no one understands women like another woman. So I feel in certain situations, if women are involved in STEM and the technology development, even if there are devices or anything that's being made, it could be specific, not necessarily specific to women, but at least it could be inclusive, considering what we like, because there was input. Like if it's men only, maybe let's say, for example, developing a phone, maybe they're not very knowledgeable in what we prefer on a phone. Maybe we like the typing pad smaller so that we use one hand typing, or maybe we like using both hands. But a woman could understand that. So if she's involved maybe in that make or in that development, then it means our side is also ahead and is included in developing that device. So I feel if more women are involved in STEM, it would be nice to have more, like, not representation as such, but even just leading the space. And because I've seen a lot of great women and in tech, and they're doing great. So I feel I've been inspired that women can definitely, do well in tech and in STEM. So there's no reason that they shouldn't be involved in tech and in STEM fields, because we are capable and able to also be involved. So why not be involved when we can?
Yeah, that's a very great idea and a very great thought, actually, I would say, because there are a lot of females all around the world, because each and every female does has her own dreams. She dreams for something, but she couldn't achieve just because of the fact that it's not aligned with her, family ritual, or like the family is not actually supporting her. But if the family supports them, if we are well enough to support ourselves financially, we can do anything in the world. And since female actually holds up half of the world's population, so it's our females' duty to educate half of the world. So that's a great idea of what you thought, and it will for sure help other female, those who will be watching this video after that. They will be surely inspired by your thoughts, that what you said. By the way, our next question is, tell us something about your fear, what you were scared of, and how you overcome that.
Well, one of my fears is actually failing. I'm scared, and I think it's I'm so scared of failing or not being good enough. But now I've come to overcome it. I know failure happens, and it's not the end of the world. Obviously, I don't study and aim to fail. I aim to pass. But I'm saying it happens, and even the greatest people have also failed at one point or another. So the point is not to give up. And also, how I've tried to overcome that is, I tell myself, if I don't try my best, then I'll never know. So I always do my best in everything that I like. If I'm going to study, I'm going to my best and study hard, if I'm going to be learning to maybe do push-ups or something, I'm going to do my best and learn them so that I can push myself to the limit. That way, even if I fail, it's better to fail knowing that I tried my best. And then that way I'll know that, okay, I did try my best, but maybe this was my mistake. So I've overcome this by doing my best and trying to learn from my mistakes and not giving up, because the moment I fail and then I give up, that makes me even more of a failure. But the moment I fail and I have the courage to try again, it means I've not failed, but I've just discovered one way that is wrong. So it's more of a learning curve for me. So that's how I overcome that fear.
Failure is a part of your success. The failure stories are the famous people. Actually, they have a very interesting failure story. Even the invention of bulb wasn't a one-time success. There were like more than thousands of failures, and then after that, the bulb was discovered by Thomas Alva Edison. So it's like, yeah, you have to be in a situation that, yeah, you can face failure as well as the success as well. So be prepared for each and everything what comes to the part of life. So that's very great. The second question I would say is something you would like to advise the future generation people of, yeah, basically your positions are actually quite inspiring, and you can actually inspire a lot of girls all around the world. They are waiting for inspiration. So please go ahead, tell us something that actually inspires you and actually would be a path that would be able to inspire other girls as well.
What I would say for STEM, I would say it's for everyone. There is no reason why you should not be involved in STEM. I know they could be so many barriers and like what the community says, what people say, which is okay, which is, I mean, that's their opinion. But I would like to say that before I thought I also had the same mentality. I was someone who thought STEM is not really for females. For starters, in my class, boys are the majority, so I just thought it's a male dominated space, so it's definitely for males. And I'd also, before I started college after my high school, when people would ask me, so what will you be studying? And I'll tell them IT, they'll just say, oh, that's for boys, oh, that's for guys. So I had that instilled in me for a while that I'm going to do a boys program, I'm going to do a males program, and I'm female, so there should be something wrong, but I'd already registered and done all the payments and everything. So in my mind, I was like, it's too late to change, so let me just go ahead with it. But that's not the case. Like, I've met so many females in STEM who are doing great. It means women can also do amazing stuff in the space, despite what other people say. So if you have dreams and goals in STEM fields, or in any field rather, there are no limits. Go for it. Like, nothing should stop. If you want something, if you dream of becoming something, go for it, do it. Even if you fail, it's not failure, it's just one way that you've discovered that, okay, this way doesn't work. So try again until you get it. So if your goal is to be the greatest scientist, go ahead. If your goal is to build a supercomputer, if to be the greatest mathematician, whatever it is, there is nothing stopping you besides yourself, because it's what limits is you. People might say what they want to say, but the person who Okay, so I would encourage girls to go for their dreams and not feel limited in any way. The only limitation is your thoughts and your mind, and telling yourself you can't do it when you can. So it's always good to be also part of a community, because it helps to know what others are going through and get help. It's also, I would also advise you to get a mentor, because that helps a lot. I've been fortunate enough to have a mentor throughout the year that I've been involved in quantum, and it has been very helpful and great for me. So I feel if you have someone that inspires you or something along those lines, of course, some people might have more of a busy schedule than others, but just reach out and tell them, maybe, hey, you inspire me. I was wondering if you could be my mentor or something along those lines. And you'd be surprised how many women out there are just waiting to help other women who are just waiting to help, pull you up, not push you down, but rather pull you up. So don't be afraid to reach out, and also just, tell yourself you can do it. That's what I always tell myself. I always tell myself, if I want to learn quantum and be able to use it and, work in that field, in that space, in that ecosystem, and I can do it. It's me who can either hinder myself or allow myself to make progress. So if I put effort and the work, then hard work pays off, then it will be worth it, because I will make it in the end. And definitely there could be hiccups on the way, but it's still fine. There are other women in STEM, and it's a whole, you need to join that, and do not be limited in your dreams whatsoever. Like, go for it. My word is to all women and females and girls who want to do STEM related fields. Go for it. I've met so many barriers also, like, being told, oh, it's only for guys, or it's guys are always better in this field, or, oh, you're doing great, then something must be wrong. You must be a guy. There was some mistake. But who says girls can't be good in STEM? Like, they can't be female and be good in STEM. So if you have dreams and aspirations in STEM, then go for it. Like, why not? Go for it.
Yeah, that very well said. That's really true, because female are actually made by female. The male word, it's actually derived from the word female. So we are the one who create the nation. We hold up the sky. And to all those girls who are listening, I would just say, get inspired by Lorraine. She's going to help you a lot. And you can reach her at any time. We have the contact list available. So you can reach to her as well whenever you need. Get a mentor and go ahead, start your journey right now. And the next question, I would say, what do you aim to achieve in just next 5 years of your career, of your education, like that?
In the next 5 years, I hope to have attained my undergrad degree, my master's degree in a quantum in the quantum space. I'm also hoping, I'm trying to build a Zimbabwe ecosystem in quantum, create awareness about quantum in Zimbabwe. So I'm hoping in the next 5 years we have something studied. We have a good ecosystem. Schools have, well adapted to learning quantum, have involved it in their curriculum, and hopefully the government is open enough to have provided funding. And so I'm hoping in the next 5 years, Zimbabwe has adapted well enough to the quantum ecosystem and is making good progress. And I hope to be helping in building that, so that quantum computers can be also used to solve problems that are related and specific to Zimbabwe.
Wow, that's really great. Congratulations and best of luck for your future.
Thank you.
Okay, so
thank you.
The next question, I would say, is tell me your best and the worst part or the worst phase of your life, in which you actually got inspired, motivated, and then achieved something, but still you felt sad in some or the other way, and you're strong by the time you are on this place?
I think I would say my my worst phase in life was my second year of high school. For some reason, things just didn't seem to be working out well for me. I wasn't doing well in school. I don't know, it just wasn't a great space for me, my second year of high school. I knew I didn't do well in school. And considering that it was my second year in high school, I thought by then I would have, after the first year, I would have fully adapted to high school, but I hadn't fully adapted, so it was not my best year. It was a bit harsh on me, but yeah, I made it through. And it's like you mentioned, family. So family and friends support made it through, and then the next year got better, and it all got better. And I would say the best phase in my life is now. I don't think I've been happier with myself than I am now. I'm happy with where I am in life. I'm happy with what I do. I recently adapted to, not recently as such, but like during the pandemic and after, I adopted exercising. And I always thought people were exercising. I always used to think, like, why are they doing that? What's the point? But now I do it, and it's fun. It feels healthy, so to say. So like exercise, like you don't have to be exercising like 7 days a week, or you don't have to be necessarily doing it for an hour every day, but it could just be those 10-15 minutes a day that you are just working out and appreciate, and getting yourself feel more confident and healthy, which is great. I also try to take time to appreciate nature. I used to be ignorant of that, like not even bother looking at the sunrise or the sunset or just the trees around. But now I feel I have a better appreciation of that. I've also met different people from different cultures and countries, so it gives you a great appreciation of the diversity of the world at large. So I think currently, this has been the best phase in my life, but at the moment, I hope better phases are to come. I hope for the rest of my life this would not be the best. I hope there are other phases that will come across that I'll call my best. But at the moment, right now is my best phase. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with where I am, what I do, who I am. I'm confident in my own skin, so I'm happy with that.
Wow, that's really great. That's really impressive, and that's really inspiring for all of us. So after all, I would say thank you very much for joining us. We got a lot of things to get motivated to start something like you did. And starting something at a level like high school, it's just really inspiring, because age is not a barrier. You started things at a very young age. So to all those girls, all those young girls who are watching it, I would just say that there is no any age kind of barrier. You can start things at any age, whether it is 10, 11, 12, 13, or like 20, 21, no matter what is the time, what is the age. But whatever you do, you must be, truthful, to be honest,